Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading. My name is Rosalind and this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and we're going to be having a look at what does this person want from you. So it can be anybody who you're maybe unsure of, or even somebody you think you're sure of but you want to, double check. So just have a little, take some nice deep breaths. The timestamps are in the description section. We've got pile 1 here, which is Swan, number 41. We've got pile 2, which is Blackberries, number 8. We've got pile 3, which is Black Bear, number 7. And I haven't done the readings yet, so I'm really curious to see what comes up for you all, my lovely Foxglove friends. I hope you enjoy the readings. If you do, please do remember to like and subscribe, because it helps to grow my channel so I can help more people like you. I'll give you a second just to make some choices about which one you want. And I hope you enjoy your reading, Foxglove friends. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to today's reading. So you have picked the Swan card. And the statement on the bottom here is, I am everything I seek. The one I am meant to trust above all else to create one of the strongest loves within my life. Now, this card has two different readings. It can show meeting someone who is going to be a very serious love interest, romance, soulmate kind of stuff going on, because you see swans mating for life. There's, everywhere you go you'll see that the swans, two swans together, is very much about coming together with someone who is going to be very special romantically in your life. But this card also talks about the fact that the first relationship, the first and most important relationship you have, is with yourself, and self-love is the most important thing, really, because you are essentially what you come into your life with your soul, and so your soul needs nurturing and nourishment so that you can live your life. It's not in a selfish or narcissistic way. It's so that you can actually have enough preservation about you to enjoy and to progress and have a good life. So let me put this over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a deeper look into what is going on, what's been happening with this person, so we can really start to understand what this is about. So the first card we've got is the 5 of Wands. So you may have met this person, or this person may have been going through certain challenges when you met them, or it might be to do with work. Sometimes this can be to do with work, challenges at work, or they were going through certain challenges. Let's see what else is. We'll get a few out and we'll have a look at what the story is. We've then got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So they may have been having financial issues. They may have been kind of having material insecurity or procrastination. They might not have been in the best situation in certain ways, having gone through certain difficulties to do with finances or material aspects. So material aspects mean their home, their job, where they're living, how much money they've got, things like that. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is all about new love. So I do feel like this is to do with a love interest that you've got. So this person that you're inquiring about, you may be in a relationship with them now, or you may have been in a relationship, depending what's going on with you. Pile 1, we'll see what comes up as we keep going through these. We've then got the 6 of Pentacles. So that shows that there's been a great deal of generosity, either to you or you've been very generous. I suspect that because there's been financial problems as you've led up to the relationship. Maybe it is for you. Maybe you are the one who's had the challenges, had financial issues. You've then fallen in love with them and found new love with them. They've been super generous. Or it could be the other way around. We'll see. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But we'll see as the reading goes on which one this is. And then we've got the World. So I want to say maybe you've given them the world. You know, maybe you've given them the world and opened your whole heart up to them to try and support them as much as you can. I want to get a different card. Just one more card to look at what's been going on with this person. Yeah, so then we've got the Rescue card. So let me show you that a bit clearer. So the Rescue card is very much about rescuing someone who's been going through a difficult time, which is what you've got here. And you've tried to nurture them and support them in a financial way. Maybe you've given them a home, you know, maybe you've moved in with them, or maybe you've just been really generous and wanted to give them the world because you've given them your heart, or maybe that's happened the other way around. But given that this is very much about, I think this is almost, it's maybe both of these things in the Swan card, that you've entered into a relationship that means an awful lot to you, you know, with a view for it being like a soulmate, romantic, long-term relationship. But also you need to consider how you matter in this relationship and what is important for you. And I feel like we've got a bit of both going on here. So I want to let me have a look. What is I want to look if there's a problem. So then, Spirit, can you tell me what is going on in this relationship? Let's get a bit more. What is going on in this relationship? Exchanging gifts. How interesting, because that's what I was just saying. Maybe it's going on for both of you. So perhaps both of you are sharing as much as you can with each other. You know, whether some of you might have financial elements that you can provide, whereas other people might be giving their love and their care and their thought. You know what I mean? It's very much about that balance of exchange. So it's about the exchange of life force. So money can be energetic life force. It's representative of how much resource you've got, like how much energetic resource you've got. And it's important that that goes both ways, even if it's not coming the other way financially. It's important that both parties apply as much energy to a relationship as the other one, because if that doesn't happen, one of the parties then starts to feel resentful and that they're not being appreciated or that they're not important, and the relationship starts to die. So I'm just putting this out there. I'm not saying that the relationship is going to die, but I think what's coming up here is about how much one party is giving and how much is being received, and the fact that we've got quite a lot focusing on self-love and what you need for you. So is there an element where you're not allowing yourself to receive? Is there a scenario in which you find it difficult to receive, that you've got to give more to know that that gives you security in love? Some people feel like they've got to keep giving and giving because then they feel like they've kind of anchored in the love from the other person. But as you get further down the line, so you might have found that either you or the other person has given so much to secure the love, you know, because you've openly felt strongly for the other person, but then as you go further down the line and the honeymoon period starts to end a little bit, that's when you can sometimes go, well, where's mine? Where's my love? Where's my energy? You know, because you've rescued them and you've put loads into the relationship. I don't know if this is for both parties of one, you know, because I can see it from both sides, which can be confusing. So let's have a look very directly at what does this person want from you. So, Spirit, this is, from my perspective, I can see how somebody's been struggling financially. Love has then come in, and you give everything that you've got to try and support the other person because you care about them and you love them, and you want to give them the whole world. That's kind of how it goes when you fall in love, and you see the positives of what they're giving, and so you give as much as you can as well, because a lot of the time when we get together with another person, it's because they've got something that we feel that we're missing, even if it's the giving of physical affection or smiles or, you know, compliments, anything like that. It kind of makes us feel better about ourselves, and we enjoy it. So we, you know, it helps us to open our heart space. But then we start to go, oh, I'm giving too much, when it stops coming. Spirit, what does this person want from pile 1, please? Ah, the wise woman. How interesting. So they may want your wisdom, your they may revere you as somebody who has experienced more in life than they have, and they want that understanding and wisdom. And yeah, let's see what else. Spirit, what does pile 1? What does pile 1's person want from them, please? What does pile 1's person want from them? The Council of Animals. Perhaps you've got many pets, pile 1. Let me get a few. Ace of Visions. Wow. Oh, okay. And the Child of Spells. And let's just do one more of these other cards as well. Spirit, what does pile 1's person want from pile 1, please? Straight up, I'd say that this person's maybe not that secure. Heal the ouch in reverse. Interesting. This is kind of beautiful, actually, pile 1. So what the person wants from you is they want your wisdom, they want your approval, they want to be seen as a beautiful being at a soul level, and they want play and to enjoy like childlike play with you, and they also want to heal something. Now I'm not sure if that's, if they want you to allow them to to show you that they're not selfish, that they're not greedy, that they're not just taking everything from you. I feel like they've got very positive, intentions. There's almost a little bit of that they feel you have got more maturity than them, I'm going to say. But they want to be, maybe by being with you, they also want to be seen by others as being good, amazing. They want to be seen well, which is interesting. So I believe their intentions are good. They may not be bringing as much to the party as you've got, and they may be younger than you, or there may be a childlike element to them, but they want your wisdom. They want to be seen by others to be progressing and in a good place, and they want you to see them. This is important. Oops, this one. They want you to see them. Let me just make sure you can see this card in all the beauty that they hold. And I like the fact that there's another swan here, look. So we've got the swan twice. So they do want you to see them as your soulmate, as a person who's going to bring something special into their lives. That's important to them, and they want to be that person for you, which is really, really lovely. So, and if they've done something wrong, they want to fix that with you and for you. This is very interesting, Pile 1. I'm just trying to think what else you might need to know that I can ask about while you're here. Let's get a little bit of advice around this. So you've maybe entered this into this reading going, well, are they just taking from me? And it feels like even if they have come from a position where they haven't got as much as you, they're kind of revering you in a way. So their intentions are good. I'm going to see in a minute let's go. I want a bit of advice, and then we're going to look at how you're feeling. So we've got give yourself permission. Maybe you're holding back in certain ways, and holding back from being as important as the other person. So you might have put all your attention on them and offered them the world and rescued them, but now it needs to balance out a little bit. So let's get another card to see. How is my Foxglove friend pal one person feeling? And I think you might feel a bit anxious about whether you're being taken for a ride maybe, or feeling like you're not important enough. What I will say is there's almost an aspect where this person isn't coming equally towards you, not really on purpose, but because they may be more insecure, maybe more emotionally immature, and wanting to appease you, but kind of it's almost like they're looking to you as the adult a bit in the relationship somehow. Yeah, so I've asked how you're feeling, and we've got the garlic card, which is sometimes about somebody trying to drain you or take things off you that they shouldn't be doing, because garlic gets rid of vampires. Vampires stick the teeth into you and suck the blood out of you without your permission, really, unless you read certain books, and then it's all part of the fun of the fair, folks. We won't go into those books right now. But yeah, so you're maybe feeling like you're being done over a little bit, or you're not sure if you're being done over. Spirit, have we got any advice for pile one about what this relationship really is, so that what's Let's have a bit of advice for pile 1 about the relationship, please, Spirit. Okay, so you're feeling not seen. They're so concerned about being seen, being approved of, experience your wisdom, wanting to play and stuff, that you're not being seen, or that you feel like you're not being seen. You might feel perhaps they're accidentally in certain ways focusing on their self too much. Because of everything. Oops, my little phone fell out. Sorry. Because of everything that you've given them and the generosity that you've shown them, they've maybe run off along with that and gone, oh, this is great, genuinely appreciating it, but not recognising that actually it's a bit like the parent thing. You know, sometimes when somebody treats you like a parent and it's unconditional, and they forget that, you know, with children forget that you as a parent could do with a bit of energy coming back your way. Maybe, I don't think this is to do with children, but just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But I suppose it could be to do with children, actually. That's just made me see things in a whole different light as I've said that maybe you've gone through challenges and through love, you've supported somebody with your generosity, of energetic generosity, financial generosity, to try and give them the world. And they're wanting quite a lot from you, but you're just feeling left out in the cold. So, what should pile 1 do about this, please, Spirit? I think that give yourself permission is quite important, that you put yourself within this situation first as well. Meet yourself as your highest self. So, try and step away from the ego element of this, because I can see that if there's an element of feeling rejected, it really pushes you into, it can push you into a bit of a victim mode. So try and step out of that and to see things from a higher perspective and to see yourself. So recognise how much you've given and that you've done that in the name of love. And then start to go, well, what's good about you and what do you need to do? What can you take control of? Look, love yourself fiercely. So it's really important that you, and I think that's what this Swan card is about. It's important that you show yourself self-love. So if there's something that you need as part of this relationship, start doing that for yourself, but also you can say so out loud without reacting in an ego way, because I feel like this is quite innocent, but it just needs some adjustments. Let me see what else we've got. So you need to love yourself fiercely without the ego element, and give yourself permission to matter as well. And it can be quite an adjustment, that if you've kind of got a certain dynamic with someone in which you keep giving. Sorry folks, I hit my thing that holds the phone and it scared Luna. Everyone has something special to teach. So what are you being taught by this scenario? What is the reality of this? So if you go to your highest self and you go, right, what is this person doing for me rather than to me? You feel like this. You feel like you've been taken for a ride, like somebody's just taking from you and not giving in return. And it's hurting your heart because you feel like they don't care. But actually, where's that coming from? From the past. So this person will be triggering that within you, but it didn't start with them, pile 1. It started way before that. So what are they showing you? How do you need to change your behaviours or change an approach to yourself? So there's an element here of going, well, this is my self-worth. this is where my boundaries are, this is what matters to me, and being able to verbalize those and put them out into this relationship so that you can have as much positivity from this as they're looking to get. Let me get one final card for you, Spirit. Can we have a final outcome card for pile 1, please? Can we have a final outcome? So it's very important that you take care of you and turn this element of feeling like a victim, I want to say, a victim of the vampire, into a positive by just stating what you want and what you need. Okie dokie. So we have got Deep Freeze in reverse is the card that has come out for you, pile 1, as the final card. And so just having a look what this is in reverse, because I don't know it off the top of my head, just so we can get a bit more information about it. So nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial, no matter how much you try to push, manipulate or cajole. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced to rest. What you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas. Wait for signs of spring. That's interesting. So it's telling you to stop giving so much, to stop rescuing this person or people, whoever this is about, and because you need attention. Your battery is going down to like 5%, and you need to recharge it. You need to recharge yourself and put yourself first, pile 1. So that's quite an important message. It's time to stop focusing on this other person for a bit and focus on your needs, and to stop, even though they're not intentionally doing this, it's important to focus on you. So whether this is a romantic relationship or to do with a child or to do with somebody else, apologies because I did start off with it looking romantic, and it may well be, but just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because the overall ending point of this pile 1 is that you need to start looking after yourself a bit more to recharge your batteries and to make sure that you're okay going forward in life. If this resonated or you want to work with me one-to-one, please do look in the description. There's loads of information there about how you can contact me. Please click the like and subscribe button to help support my channel. That would be really helpful. And have a wonderful rest of your day, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to today's reading. You have picked Lunababu. Can you hear Luna growling? I think that might be part of this reading, pal 2. Sorry to say, but as I've looked at this card, we've got there is no weaving with existence when you ignore the presence of spirit within the self. Now, the blackberry thorns and what we've got here, the vines of blackberries, interestingly, can be largely associated with Christianity, because they say the thorn crown of Jesus was made of the blackberry vines, which is interesting. And this card can be a sign or an indication of spiritual neglect and choosing the path of temptation, greed, drama, laziness, envy and manipulation. So it's often when there's a limiting belief or behaviour has become destructive, and the shadow aspects of your subconscious are driving your decision. So because we're asking about a certain person, we can have a look into more detail about what this is about, but there's something to do with not acting like the victim, making sure that you're not the victim in this situation, or maybe that your person you're asking about may be acting like a victim. let's have a look what's going on. I'm going to put that over there. Now then, I did pile 1, and I'm just going to say this because it wasn't till the end really that we got to kind of the full conclusion of what needed to happen. So I'd say stick with it, pile 2, because these, I suppose the thing is with people, sometimes it's more complex than it seems. Oh, I've got that one stuck in there. So Spirit, can I have information for pile 2 about what's been going on with the person that they're inquiring about? And let's have a look at the story of what's been happening. So we've got the King of Chalices. So that's like the King of Cups, who can sometimes enjoy partying and a good time. The Two of Cups, or the Two of Chalices. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Wow, a lot of cup stuff here, which is all to do with emotions and matters of the heart, usually. We've got the Ten of Swords, which you can see that that person in the mirror has got all the swords in them, but that's usually about people saying bad things or an ending, it can be. We've got the an ending, sorry, we've got the Two of Wands, which is to do with walking through a doorway. Then we have got the Queen of Wands. So that's maybe where you've stepped into your own light, pile 2. But let me get, oops, I've nudged it now. See if I can make my line not wonky. And then let's get one more card. What has been, so this one, what's been going on in this relationship, please, Spirit, for pile 2. Yin. Interesting. Let's fit that under there. Okie dokie. So what we've got going on here is that we've got, I want to say that potentially you've met either the person through a social experience, because it looks like this person is here having a nice time, having some drinks. And the King of Chalices is like the bard, the druid bard sometimes, who might be a storyteller or somebody who quite likes attention, or they might be part of a musical group or a band, or they're musical or creative, or likes to tell stories and things like that. But usually they're quite emotionally mature. And then we've got the Two of Cups, which is like a new relationship or a connection. And this person, they can be male or female. So there's been a romantic connection usually, or a strong connection with this person. And there's been some insecurities coming into play with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So like codependency can come in, or feeling overwhelmed, or moodiness. Perhaps there's been kind of a nervous attachment style somehow, or over romanticizing a situation rather than looking at the reality of what it is. And then the Ten of Swords is usually where something has ended, or there's been things that have been said that are unkind, and it's not gone well, which has then meant that you've had to walk through a doorway into another way of being. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who's quite passionate about life and passionate about how they want to live their life. So it might have done something that's allowed a new way of being. But what's interesting is the Yin card. So maybe, I don't know what the status is of this connection right now, whether you're intending to come back together if there has been an ending, and whether this is a friendship or a romantic relationship. somebody has ended up going into a negative state. I'd say mainly because of insecurities and feeling unsure about the other person, and different fears. They've kind of presented the shadow side of themselves. But with the yin card, this says, so this is about what's happened. This says, let others take the lead right now. So as they've actually done certain things, rather than listening to what they've said, their behaviours have shown who they are. And just by stepping back and taking your time, that will show who they are. So, what do we want to know next? Let's just have a bit of, can I have some information about where this relationship is at now, please, Spirit, for our Foxglove friend, pal 2. Where is this relationship or interaction with this other person? Where is this now? Yeah, it's on the edge. So I'll show you that a bit closer. Come to the edge. It says it's on the edge. It's on the edge of tipping over into gone forever, or are we going to make it work, basically, isn't it, pal 2? So there's a lot of fear currently in this situation because you've been hurt, because things have been said that are unreasonable, and you're in a scary place. And this is sometimes about, are you going to allow this person into your heart space or not? Should you take the risk or not? So what I want to look at is, and that's kind of where you're at, like, shall I do this or shall I not? I want to see, how is the person you're inquiring about viewing this situation? What are they? Well, that's this question of the reading, is it? Right, what do they want from you, pal? Right, we've got the 6 of Spells. Spirit, so they want you to see them as something special. Spirit, what does pal 2's person want from them, please? Keeper of Spells. Got the 9 of Visions. Child of Boons. That's like a gingerbread house look. The Enchanter's Wheel. And the 9 of Boons. So, interestingly, we've got, basically, it feels like, well, for some of you, pal 2, I feel like they might be a bit full of it and they want you to feel like they're, wonderful and a wish come true, and that, you are everything that, maybe it's in a nice way, but it's like they want a nice home with you. They want a nice, they want life to get better for themselves by being with you. The Child of Boons, there's a whole gingerbread house there that the person is a little bit like, can I have it? Can I not have it? So maybe they're also unsure of whether they can have everything that they want with you. I'm going to get some advice so that my brain is up. Let me get some advice so I can see which way this is swaying, pal 2, because I feel like for some of you, They think they're a bit special. But actually, for others of you, they might well be, you know, feeling like they could have all this with you. Yeah, because you deserve it. Okay, so maybe it's coming in and this is something for you that you're just a bit scared of. Okay, so you need to calm your nervous system. And perhaps that's what I've just bought into, the fact that you're going, are they just, you know, somebody is coming to deceive me and trying to trick me? Yeah, there's an element where you need to turn your focus back onto yourself. Well, interesting. So we've got try regardless of outcome. Calm your nervous system. They want to be they want you to think that they're really great, that there's something special. They want to be your wish come true. They're nervous to approach this too. I think they've been through a hard time and they think that by meeting you that their luck has changed and they want to have a nice calm home life with you. So this is something that is coming through for you that looks potentially like you're getting something that you deserve. It's interesting that we had the Ten of Swords come up, but I think things have just gone wrong because of insecurities from what I can see there. And, you know, maybe both of you have stepped into your shadow side selves of self-doubt and, you know, feeling jealous or trying to manipulate the other one because of insecurities. You know, it might have all gone a bit to pot, really, in that sense. But you deserve to have what, you know, a good relationship. So I think part of it is to clear away your insecurities by meditating, by deep breathing, by calming your nervous system, by recognizing that you have a lot to offer, that you are a wonderful human being and that you're unique and there's nobody else like you. And when somebody comes along and there's a strong, you know, there's a strong attraction or you feel a strong link with somebody, that's quite rare. And it's only when you start going through life and you've gone through quite a few years of life and you look back and you go, oh, all those people that I thought would come and go and then more people would come in, actually those people from those years ago still matter to me. Even if you're not, you know, part of their lives anymore, it all matters. So there's something here where this isn't finished. Whatever kind of relationship this is, it's not finished. And it's important to still try to resolve this so that you can learn your lessons from this. Can I have more advice about this relationship, please, Spirit, for Pile 2? So it's important to apply yourself and keep trying at this. Yeah, okay, clean it up. So, clean it up is kind of like where both of you may need to apologise for where things haven't worked out. You maybe need to have a sit down and a grown-up conversation to clear out what isn't serving the best aspect of this relationship. So talk about what's triggered you. Talk about where you haven't come together as well as you'd want to. Take that mature step in being willing to communicate effectively. And if there's stuff that's impacting on your relationship from external parties, take a step away from them for a time until you can secure the foundations of this relationship, is what I want to say, Spirit. Pile 2 is what Spirit wants to say, because there's still good things that can come out of this connection. So it's like, don't give up yet. There's still, let's see, what, can we have a final card, please, for pile 2? I feel like with all with the readings I've done so far for this topic, that it's had an unexpected ending, you know, an unexpected outcome. So this is showing you, I wasn't necessarily expecting this to show that you need to still continue with this and try to clean up what has gone wrong, because you deserve to have good things. So don't let your insecurities get the better of you. And if they've got insecurities, talk to them about what their insecurities are and maybe try to manage that in certain ways, to collaborate. We've got the storm fields coming out here, but I think part of this is that not all storms are bad. Some storms help to cast the rain on things to help them to grow. You know, it can scatter seeds of potential all over the place, so that, and then as the rains come in, it helps to water the ground so it can grow, and it also helps to break the tension. So you maybe need to have that kind of conversation where you bring things to a head and discuss what you don't like and what you do like, so that you can have more of a balanced outcome, and you can have the storm and the makeup after the storm, pile 2. So if you want to work with me on anything to do with relationships, you can have a look on my website. There's loads of stuff to do with relationships there through love coaching. Or if you want a one-to-one reading with me, just pop onto the Buy Me a Coffee link that I've got there, and my shop is there, and I can do individual one-to-one readings for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if this resonated, because it helps to grow my channel so I can help more people like you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, pile 2. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to today's reading. You have picked Black Bear. So it says, your existence is the resistance. All you must do is accept the power awaiting your arrival. Now, obviously, we're asking the question about what does the person that you're inquiring about want from you. So we'll have a deeper look into what that is. But this card is talking about the fact that somebody, whether it's you or the person, has reached a certain level and of self-awareness, and it's important to protect yourself from any threat, but to remember to have compassion for people who have not battled their own personal demons. Anybody who's lower vibrational is operating from a place of fear, and sometimes it's not right for you to lower yours, for you to lower your vibration to get back down to them, and maybe you need to step away from the fight. So the bear is at the top of the food chain, and authentic, mindful people stay at the top of the food chain. So that's kind of what this card is all about. Let's have a look more into what that actually means for you, pile 3. Now, it's been an interesting set of readings. Quite with both readings, the outcome was completely different from what I expected at the start. So I think things may be a bit topsy-turvy for people as we're going through these readings. These are obviously timeless readings, so you can pick them up at any point, and you can use them. So you can always save this so that you can come back to it and pick another pile if it's relevant to somebody else in the future. But let's have a look what's been going on for you, pile 3, so far. Oh, we've got the 7 of Cups. or the 7 of chalices, that one shows us. I'll get a few of these out so we can create a story and I can see what's going on. We've then got the Justice card. Wow, that's intense, isn't it? Oh, heck. We've got the 3 of Swords. There's a lot of rain and swords going on there. We've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Got the 4 of Swords needing to rest. Wow, this feels pretty tricky, pal 3. Oh golly, we've got the Prince of Swords. It's a whole lot of swords, which a lot of that is to do with what's going on in the mind. Logical stuff. Let me get one more card. What else is going on in this connection with this person for pile 3, please, Spirit? Movement, and that's an ostrich. The movement of a little town on the back of an ostrich. Very random. And a hot air balloon. Just to put that there then, under the strange cabbage type flower. And let's have a look what's going on. So we've got something where with the 10 of Cups, that's lots of ideas. It's all sorts of thoughts and dreams. So maybe there's been a dream of something that you've wanted to achieve, or you've gone into a dream with this person. Maybe it's been a business situation or some sort of situation where you've presented many ideas. And then you thought the right thing was happening. So justice, you've maybe entered a contract with this person or entered into a legally binding situation, whether that's a new house, a new business, a new job, something that's kind of legally binding somehow, or that you thought you were getting justice for. You know what I mean? So it can be... yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And then it's not worked out, and it's broken. The 3 of Swords. Yeah, it's been heartbreaking. It's been really, really upsetting, and you've had financial loss because of it, and you've had to take time out to recover and try and recuperate from what's happened. Or this is what you've been going through with them somehow. Feels very stressful, pile 3. Feels very difficult. It's something that's really not worked out in a positive way. And what's interesting here is we've got marriage the right way up, so it could even be a divorce, because going into a contract, you know, marriages are legally binding contracts. It's something where there's been an exchange and you've signed up, so you've had all these thoughts and hope about and ideas about your future, and it's taking it out of you in a big way, pile 3. Whatever's failed here, whatever hasn't come to fruition or hasn't been able to continue, it can be to do with gambling when it's upside down as well, just in case that applies to some of you. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. It can be to do with family conflict, but certainly, usually there's some sort of financial implication that's negative for you. Then we've got the Prince of Swords, which is about swift movement, and we've got movement. So something all of a sudden action has started to take place with this person. I'm going to go with this pile 3 and we'll see. Can I have another card about where does this interaction or relationship stand right now, please, Spirit, for pile 3? This bit about movement, maybe because you've had to move your home quickly. That's what's just popping up. You know, I said that this person's this is it an ostrich or an emu? I don't know what the difference is, pile 3, I'm sorry. But they're taking like their home place somewhere else. They're on the move, you know, in the hot air balloon. And it's all had to happen quickly for some reason. Let me just double check. I'm going to do this again because where does... Okay, we're sticking with that. They're not having it. This just popped out for pile 2 as well. So I was like, is this meant to be for pile 3 as well? Yes. So the situation as it stands now is that you're in a position where you're cleaning up after the damage that's been done, I feel like. In one way or another, you're trying to clean up the situation to get rid of all the problems or everything that's gone wrong, to improve your life. So let me have a look at Spirit. Please, can you tell me, what does this person now want from our Foxglove friend, pile 3? What does this person they're inquiring about now want from pile 3? 8 of challenges. Well, look, now that doesn't look good. Perhaps they're also quite distressed and want you to somehow relieve them from their distress. Let's get some more cards and see what's going on. What does pile 3's person want from them now? What do they want from them? We've got the Hermit in reverse. Got the Forge. Oh, golly, are they wanting to start working with you again to overcome challenges and to try and start something new? 7 of Boons. Got the 5 of Spells. Let me get one more. And the Weaver of Visions. This is very interesting, really, because what they're looking for, they're still distressed by what's happened. You might not be talking to them, or you might have gone to ground, but they want you to come out of that. They want you to see the right way up. The Hermit, look, is all cosy in their little underground snug, having a jolly nice time on their own. Well, you might have stopped talking to them. They want you to come out of the hermit mode, to start communicating with them in some way again, so that they can bring balance, or so that together you can bring balance to deal with challenges and look at the opportunities that you've got by being in communication with each other again. And they're wanting you to show them the kind of feminine element of you. So they want you to be kind and empathic and understanding. For some of you, they might actually want to utilize some of your intuitive and spiritual gifts. But they want you to care about them in a positive way again. So that's kind of what they're looking for from you. Forgiveness is what I feel like. Forgiveness and the opportunity to engage with each other again, so that you can so whether this is, I don't know what this is, whether this is romantic or whether it's friendship or a business alignment, they want your care and friendship again. They want your, well, maybe not even friendship, but they want your care, whatever that looks like. Let's see if I can get any, what spirit. Tell me what else they want from pile 3, please. Sorry, it's bothering me that it's not straight. Sorry, pile 3. It's wonky. What else do they want from pile 3, please, Spirit? They want you to be open to the potential of having them in your life and to allow them to, that doesn't fit, allow them to show you by their actions that they are trustworthy again. That's what they want. However, I don't know if that's the right thing or not for you to do. So shall we have a look? Because Spirit, can you show us, can we have a bit of advice, please, for pile 3 about what they should actually do? Because it looks like it's been, yeah, do what's right for you. Never mind what they want. I'm all back in that pile 3. I was about to say, because it looks like you have had a difficult time and been through quite a lot of upheaval in a lot of ways from what they've done. So do what's right for you. Don't be worrying too much about how they're feeling, pal 3, because I think you've given them plenty of time and energy. Relish the spaciousness inside. So you may feel the gap of them not actually being there, you know, because you've been through all this stuff with them, which looks pretty intense and like it's not just happened overnight. You might, sometimes we still miss someone even if they've behaved badly. We still do miss them. I've got plenty of people who've behaved badly to me and are no longer in my life, but I still have, you know, I feel love for them. I feel care and whatnot for them. However, at this point, it's important that just appreciate that gap for now. Appreciate the space and try not to feel negative or bad about it. There's a card here that I want and I can't get it. Which one is it? You get to choose, and that's what's important here. So, you know, I think the thing is not to rush into anything. Allow yourself to feel your way through this. If you don't know what you want to do, sleep on it. If you still don't know what to do, sleep on it for a week. If you still don't know what to do, sleep on it for a month. This is about you choosing don't be rushed into anything. Make your exploration internal and external. So take time to reflect on what's happened and maybe get some healing, you know. Obviously you can work with me if you need therapeutic healing. I do something called timeline therapy, which helps to clear away anger, sadness, fear, hurt and guilt without you going into it. But I also do all sorts of other things as well. You can have a look on my website, which is in the description. But just learn to enjoy life. You need rest. I feel like after everything you've gone through, there's still a degree of coming back into the world in a positive way. You're in a clean-up process after what's happened. I think there's a point here where you really need to value more than this connection. because if it's meant to be, then it'll still be there available in the future. But for now, even if it's just in the short term, it's important that you choose what you want for you, you know, without putting too much focus, without being swayed too much by what they want. Spirit, can I have a final card for pile 3, please, to help them know what to do right now with this connection? That's interesting. Oh, I've got the Bone Collector, which is number 1. I'm going to put that there, and I don't know what that is, so I am going to have a sneaky peek in the book, because I don't always know what every single card in the entire world means. Usually, intuitively, I can work it out, but that one looks jolly interesting. So, you see, I was meant to look at it because there's a statement that says, you are whole and have everything you need within. Pile 3, you have everything you need within. And look how smiley that person is on that card. Oh, just remember how wonderful you are. This person, I think, emotionally needs you more than you need them. And, it says, look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essentially stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. Pile 3, you can work with me to clear limiting beliefs, which sounds like that's required here. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticised. No matter what your question, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. That's absolutely beautiful, pile 3, and I'm so glad that I read that, because I couldn't have said that all in one go as well as that card has done. So, heck, if you do need to work with me, pile 3, please do, because it sounds like you've been through a really tough time. You can see what I've got services-wise on the Buy Me a Coffee shop in the description, or you can do Love and Life Coaching directly with me via my website www.foxglovecoaching.com, which is also in the description. But I think the key element here is, please do take care of yourself, pile 3, because I think you are so much more than you realise. So turn that love that you've given to others back towards yourself and make decisions to choose today and each day coming to look after yourself like you're looking after a small child that you care and cherish, that you care for and cherish so much, and protect yourself as if you're a small child, and don't let anybody near you who's going to be unkind to you, because you wouldn't do that if you were looking after after a child version of you. Be your own best parent for a while, pile 3. Love yourself, give yourself things that nourish and nurture you, and carry on with the clean-up mission so that you can have the best possible life. And also, I'm going to come back to the very initial first card of you can keep your vibrational frequency higher. Don't be lowered down back into. Don't try and reduce yourself down to meet somebody else's energy when I want to say that it's not good enough for you, because you're better than this. And if you maintain this higher vibrational frequency, other people who are in that space will be magnetized towards you. So just keep a happy heart. Know that everything you go through is for learning and to help you improve your self-esteem and your self-worth and all those sorts of things to keep you on the journey of your soul. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if it resonated so that I can help more people like you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Pile 3. Take care. Bye-bye.